What we're going to do is migrate the PackageCloud cookbook from where it used to be, which is PackageCloud, and we're going to do a little bit of updating of it in my repo, because I've just had it migrated across to, or sort of transferred across to my name and Demicus, and then we're going to go and once it's kind of in a state that I know won't just break on like sort of first release, then we're going to see if we can see what kind of improvements we can do for it, which is quite cool. So let's just start with what the heck PackageCloud is. So I'm just going to jump straight into it today because I really like to just start doing it. Any questions about what PackageCloud is and that kind of stuff? And what I'm going to do is let me know. Maybe I'd answer it. Maybe I could just yes. There we go. It was annoying me. So it's hosting. It's sort of RPM apps, that kind of stuff, up in the cloud. They host it for you. They do a bunch of really nice stuff for you. They do some signing and that kind of stuff. So I'd recommend if you are if you're looking for a hosted package repository, then it's pretty sweet. Yeah. I think we use it in the background for some of Chef's software, which is nice, and I'm just going to keep scratching my eye for a bit longer. Yeah, what we're going to do is, you can see here we've got migrate some packages, whatever. This is kind of the background of what we want to do today. But let me see if I can get rid of my screen share a second. What I really want to do is show us how this cookbook could look. And I've just got a notification on my phone that I'm live. That's pretty good. So yeah, we've got some libraries. We'll start from the top, and I'll make some obvious changes. So I know things that are no longer supported. I mean, this is 5 years ago since it's been 8 years ago. I mean, it's an old cookbook, which is cool. So we don't have a delivery folder anymore. In fact, this version of the delivery with the remote file was deprecated and also broken, like fully broken a while ago. So we'll get rid of delivery. And these have been renamed so to remove the dots. So we're getting rid of that. And hopefully, what's in the Ruby cop? Identical conditional branches. Well, that doesn't seem good. Okay. Get rid of that as well. So yeah, there's some nice little things we could do. So let me just bring up VS Code in the background and reshare. So I won't reshare my screen. There we go. Let's make it a bit bigger. Okay. So going to, in fact, we're not going to do that first of all. I'm going to do some things in the repo because we're going to actually want to migrate it. And actually, before I migrate it, it'd be nice to know that we've got the repo settings correct. So if I've gone down to settings and then wikis, we don't need wikis anymore. This will get fixed anyway. Projects preserved, discussions, we don't do discussions, merge and rebase. So instead of doing discussions on GitHub, we do them on Slack. Let's go. We prefer squash merging. Yeah, let's just tick these two. Auto merge is my favorite thing, and then this will get done anyway, so that's fine. Let's get a quick look at the collaborators, see if we've got. Oh dear. Let's get rid of these people who are no longer required. These people don't need to be collaborators anymore. Interaction limits, code review limits, branches. So branches, and this is the one I want to change. We're just going to change this over to main. Right. hopefully that. There we go, lovely. So main is now master. Sorry, master is now main. Well, this has been merged, so we can delete this. Unglobal base URL, that's been merged. That's been merged. And Zendesk use hostname. 23. Just delete this, I guess. Oh, that's interesting. So someone's actually got the namespace. Oh, what is going on here? All right, I guess we need to go to. That's frustrating. Oh no, okay, so just. That's fine. So actually, I need to go and do this later. Using my staff privileges, I need to go and move this across in supermarket, so sous chefs own it. So let's get out of here. We don't mind about this, and that's been done. So I've got some pull requests. Let's see if what branches we've got left open. So we've got retries. What does this do? Just retries. This is providers. Ugh. Right, okay, fine. If anyone knows me and has seen me do some custom resource stuff before, putting node attributes in resources or providers or any of that kind of stuff, it's not the way forward. So retries. No, that's fine. Get out of here. We can. We'll leave that alone. That's fine. That's actually quite helpful. So we've got this there, and then we'll reshare my VS Code and see how far we can get in. I'm going to stream for, let's say, 45 minutes. So we've got a gigantic version of our PackageCloud. So do a git pull. Yeah, let's try actually typing the word pull in instead. Yeah, so git check out main. All right, we're not used to it. That was fun timing. Got some stuff getting collected. And my camera is not liking me today. Go on. There you go. It really likes my microphone. Okay, so what am I doing? We don't need our Travis YAML. So, Chef DK, that's been removed. So git main. It's the switch. So say like update template files or something like that. Right. What do we not need? Let's make this a big one. It's a little bit smaller. Clear this so it's not crazy on the screen. Git mv broken to kitchen.yaml kitchen. I've got a normal kitchen. Yeah, we've got a kitchen. Kitchen YAML to kitchen.yaml. Git rm .rubicop. Shouldn't need that anymore. rm.travis because reasons. Let's check the chef ignore. Sorry, the Berks file. We're not going to use that. We're going to use just the test cookbook. And then if I go into test integration, test fixtures, cookbooks. Rename the test cookbook to just test. Data, there we go, test. Delete. And depend on PackageCloud. That's fine. Bam. Right. They are going to whiz through this today. If you've got any questions, throw them in the chat. And, there's a thanks file. That's pretty cute. Thor file. We don't need a Thor file anymore. We don't need a Vagrant file either. Metadata. So let's see our metadata. No, so this is fun. Maintainer. Now we're just gonna update this straight away. So Sue's, chefs, stuff and sound, and then help at sueschefs.org. So we're going to move it to Sue's Chefs in a bit anyway. So blah 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 blah. Long description, no longer required. Source URL. We don't need if response on these two anymore. We're going to require more than chef. In fact, 18 is about around the corner, so I'm just going to say 16. And this is not the correct place. What is this? This is fine. This one and this one, we're going to say Sue's Chefs. Issue URL, source URL, and that's fine. Actually, that's really helpful. I need to go and delete the delivery directory. A second. Push these over here. Log it. Oh, interesting. Here that is. So this is really. What a nightmare. Right, let's try and do this again. Chef version 16, lovely. Get that. And I prefer spelling this out manually. So let's try that. No, not that. Easy to read. So, there we go, lovely. All of these. Okay, so we've got our delivery directory still there. So git rm -r dot delivery. I've done that before. And then, oh yes, the test cookbook. Metadata. No, I fixed that already. Lovely. That's a lot of. Is my camera like No, Dan, you're not a microphone. We don't care. But what we'll do is we'll just... Oopsie. We'll just switch cameras. If it's having such a paddy. So let's start from the top again. Attributes default. It's fine. We'll leave that to later. Libraries helpers. Nothing obvious in there. We'll do a... No, we're not going to do... Just gonna require this. Resources repo. True class, false class can just be true, false. They're just making some really, really obvious fixes at this point. We are going to unified mode. Oh no, we were not. True. Set it to true. And then right. We don't need that anymore. That's just going to be a fat error. Lovely. Variables, lazy val. Hang on, repo. I don't think we need to do lazy anymore, so just make that nice. Read token repo URLs. I'm guessing this is like, ugh, a lot of scrolling there. Don't know what's going on that. Food critic. Ugh, get out of here. We'll see what Rubicop has to say about any of this in a second. But only install gem, blah blah blah. If Rail 5 and no gems, so if no gems. We don't support Rail 5 anymore. And that's not something we want to continue doing, but that's okay. This name as well. File name, if so, Rail 5. Don't use it anymore, so lovely. And mem opt. Okay, what? I'm sure Rubicop will tell me how to fix that in a second. No problem. Okay, so resources, repo, spec. Let's see anything odd in the spec, please. And then we're not going to. So we're actually going to do a bunch of 20. 22, but I'm not sure the chef spec has got stuff in it yet. Blah, 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 blah. Yep, that's fine. So specs should just do the thing. Templates, fine. Okay, ignore. I'm going to CP from repos, who's hashi to here. And I'm also going to move the chef to here. Yeah, there we go. Lovely. So that's fine. Chef ignore should be thumbs, MVC. That's really helpful because we use MVC a lot. In fact, CP, CP here. Yes. We'll now use MVC. And that's actually a really nice one. I will do a little demo / tutorial on MVC and what I use because this is pretty cool. MVC plus DRM just makes switching Ruby environments, just environment variables, really nice. Cool, so that's good and fine. I don't know why there's no hub on there. Docker, let's go and fix this. PackageCloud test. So this all needs to change to we are not doing CentOS 5 anymore. Or 6 for that matter, we're just doing 7 and 8. But, and 12 as well. Test, this is weird. So we're going to test cookbook, fixtures, recipes. Wow, that's not. Okay. And we don't need that anymore. Don't need that anymore. Right. Deleting stuff for 20 minutes. Okay, that's not in line anymore. Oh, yeah, it's fine. Okay, fine. Spaces. So, Fedora and Amazon do some stuff. PayPal 5. What? No, so we don't want to do this. So we do use the PayPal. And then Debian up to date. Package. What? Can it install Ruby and DPG? Why would you? It's an odd thing to want to install on a box. If you don't have to, because it's huge. PackageCloud test distro repos. It's very dense. Okay. So fine. Package. Single call. Percent W, so yeah, we can have a fine. Package Jake. So it's an interesting Ruby Gems private. If platform CentOS, if we're doing it on 5, let's do that. Not doing 5. Lovely. If CentOS again, I've had a lot of workarounds. Hopefully, Red Hat and CentOS is just much nicer these days, so we don't need to worry about that. Right, so deb, right from the top, blah, 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 blah. So I think the idea is here is to make sure we've got all the distribution dependencies installed, then install the repo, install a package from that repo, go to a different repo, install the package from that one, install Jake's source, get source, Jake, okay, fine, and then do another, make sure do that. Then okay. So Ralph, Fedora, Amazon, decent stuff. Saw some packages. Cool. I'm not sure why we'd make it two calls. Awesome, and then RPM again, blah, 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 blah. Same thing here, type RPM package. Fine, and then Ruby Gems private. So this is all going to break at some point. Anyway, I think this is probably already broken, but I'm not too worried about it. So this is definitely a fixer-upper Docken. So we know what the recipes look like. No, transport Docken, provisioner, provisioner, verifier. So we don't need that. Come on, I can get inherited. Verifier can get inherited from kitchen. Yeah, lovely. Chef infra. So that one, and then the run list should get inherited too. So from CentOS 7. Oh, get rid of that. So let's just play with a second. So don't need that, don't need that. CentOS 7. So RPM and Ruby Gems private for 7. RPM and Ruby Gems private, so we don't need that. Don't need Ubuntu 12 or 14. Shouldn't really need to do this. And if we do need to do it, I'll probably do it as part of the cookbook to make sure man is on the machine. So I'm just gonna copy update platform. So it's CP. Oh, it's playing with Vault yesterday, so do that. Docken here. And now we've got a magic. So we've got our Docken driver, transport, provisioner, and verifier. So they're all Docken, and inspect. Let's get. What did I do that for? Okay, I can get rid of that. We've got Alma Linux with its PID1 command, Amazon Linux 2, Debian 10, 11, to 7, Stream 8, Fedora latest, Ubuntu 18, 20, and 22. Yes, 22 is on the way. System D, Rocky Linux 8, OpenSUSE Sleep 15. I don't think we'll need that. It's just on there for the sake of it at this point. Let's see, what was the syntax? It's transport, yeah, so name. I'll leave them that. So platforms, so when we're on a Ubuntu platform, we do deb root. So we'll do 16.04 deb Ruby gems. So get rid of that. And that's. To be honest, it should probably figure out what we need. Just like I just want to. We only do Ruby gems private on some of them. Fine. Again, fixable. 18 is that's 18, 20, 22, 22. We should probably fix that before we. Fix recipes. So new file called default platform family rel. I'll just do that. I'll figure that out at some point. Then include recipe test RPM plus include recipe test eb. Fine. So I can actually just say that can just be default. Well, I don't need that either, so I can go. Oh, gosh. What? Yeah, we'll do that. So actually, instead of doing that there, we're going to go and grab run list in the suite instead. So recipe test RPM, which is the default. Yeah. And we'll use default as our entry point. So it's all just so 18, 20, 22, 7. Right. Zoos. How long I've got left on my timer? 32 minutes. So I've got 15 minutes. How broken can we make it in 15 minutes? Actually, cool. Vaults. Now we want to go and do what we're doing, guys. Kitchen YAML. Grab the kitchen YAML from another place. Grab my overly configured provisioner settings there. Thanks very much. Verify and inspect, and we're going to go and grab all of these platforms. I can't. Okay, right, so for all of those lovely new platforms, close it. Yeah, so run list with names. So name run lists. Then we've got each of the things. We've just got a default one here. So we've just got a default suite with a recipe there. And then the default recipe. And then we just include recipe. Test Ruby. Yes. We should be testing both of those, and I'm going to sneeze. Blimey. So Ruby gems, fine. Ruby gems private, RPM, and distro depths install like included where it needs to be. So we got that. So that's our entry point into all this mess down here. Okay. Can I do a kitchen list? I suspect none of this will work. Ah! Okay, kitchen list works. Yeah. Inspect kitchen. Okay, so maybe I'll do a KT. KT on that one. No, I'll let it. Just because it was the first one on the list. Lovely. So that'll do the background. We'll make sure it works. Changelog. We should probably. So we do unreleased. Rename the test package test cookbook to test. Tested platforms. See kitchen for supported platforms. Do that. What else have we done? We have turn on unified mode. So turn on unified mode for chef routine support. Require chef 15.3 for unified mode. Actually, the thing with migrate cookbook to Zoo's chefs. What did we do? What else did we do? Matches. We shouldn't need this anymore. What if we do? Let me just test this in the background whilst this is playing. Actually, no. Open a new terminal. Right. That. Just do chef exec. The reason why I'm using chef exec is so I know I'm using the RSpec from. I know I'm using the RSpec from the chef. From chef. Yep, that's fine. So if I go down to test, let's change this to test. Yep. I should probably have just done that anyway. Let's try that again. RSpec. I could set a find a replace on that if you were not watching. Blinked basically. So RSpec doesn't fail. That's nice. Do chef exec cook style. It's gonna probably complain at me. Ah, not as bad as I thought. Let's start from the top. Identical conditional branches. So. Oh right, okay. Let's see what it looks like. What? Metadata missing, what? Chef Correntner's metadata missing. Metadata RB should be define a version for the cookbook. Oh. Let's see if I can autocorrect that. Oh. 0.0.1 matter. That's interesting. So I did a which is like an aggressive autocorrect on QuickStyle. Identical conditional branches. Move repo URL out of the conditional. Moved it out of the conditional, so it's just done that one, and then I don't understand what it did there. So let's find out. Don't need that one, and then the repo. No gems, no repo URL. So it's that now. Yeah. probably fine. I might have just introduced a bug. That's fine. Use. So we don't actually use gems anymore, so. And my washing machine is going to bleep until I click a button somewhere. So that's fine. Unused method arguments. Good. Metadata missing. We fixed that. Indentation consistency. It's fine. It's just me being lazy. Okay, so that's fine. And uninitialized constant chef spec. These are the matches. These are the matches. So we don't need these. This is the PackageCloud repo add resource name. We don't need these anymore. They're just done. Do a converge rather than just killing it. We've got a couple of minutes left. I suspect this won't work. Okay, and then attributes, default. What's this doing in that background? PackageCloud default type, value for platform family. So this actually can move straight into the PackageCloud default type. Just gonna put it here. If you're down, what are you doing? So this figures out where it's a deb, RPM, or gem. Let's just move that whole block. Right. Let's make this a little bit. This is the sort of standard thing we like to do is 5. I'm just going to indent everything. This is going to be the one that makes us all look. It'll make sense as soon as I've done this one. So now I do this, and then I do that. Oh my god, that thing is not stop hitting it. So default lazy. So I want to unindent everything. It's all a mess in there. Lazy about that. Value for platform family again. Indent that. Should be good. So that now is a lot more readable. I was going to say a bit more readable, but no, it's actually readable now, so it's fine. Priority string regex default 300. So rather than having a really long line, which is a little bit hard to decipher, especially when you end up with a value for platform family in there, we can just do that. Fine. Yeah, that's a whiz tour of that. I'm going to stop, mostly because I'm getting warm now and I want some water. And also my washing machine has been bleeping for like 10 minutes. It's mad. This is pretty good. There's some changes. Oh, what's this? Here, let's do. Proxy haste. Yeah, helpers. Oh, it's you're setting an attribute that then gets set into. Okay, so these are things that I would set in the resource name. It's fine. Yeah, so it should be a property on the resource rather than a thing in here. So that can be fixed, amended later on. One thing we haven't done is the README. So that's fine, that can stay there. What I'm going to do is code, and then we'll open up the README for Vault. So we've got a couple bit more below there, bit more. Well, we did have, so I deleted it. A bit more boilerplate stuff in there. Don't worry about that. That was 5 years ago. It's actually called Vault SVG. So is package. Hey, right, usage in here. Maintainers, we'll just grab the maintainers section because maintainers in a second. Platforms, we certify using Test Kitchen, yes. So platforms. Fine. Requirements. Oh my god, that's not right. Requirements up here. We're just gonna say F15 plus. Turn the package. Usage. We actually grab this. And on the package client and methods, so depend on package client and method.rb, so you can get the resources, use your stuff, and then we're going to go bam, bam, and then we actually need a docs folder, so documentation file. Cloud underscore repo.md. Oh, 48 minutes. Okay. Ah, close. And then we don't need that. External documentation, resources, so external docs. I'll have like a bit of that. Oh, forcing OS, Ruby. Can Ruby. So you don't need to worry about anything. And then the license we're going to move. So contributors, backers, sponsors, usual dump. The license is actually a license file, so CP, and we'll just take the license file from. See if the license file's changed now. Yeah, it should be. Yeah, we didn't even have one. So now we've got one. Lovely. Update read me to new sous chefs information. Gem file. We don't need stove anymore, so we can go to gem. Actually, I'll do a get RM instead. Get RM. This is fine. So anything else I can delete? Come on, there must be something else I can delete. No, that is fine. Brilliant. All right. So that's me trying to like delete as much stuff as possible in 1 hour out of the cookbook. There's a huge amount of like the core of the cookbook hasn't really changed. How are we going to release it tomorrow or day after? Hopefully tomorrow will be different. We won't use stove anymore. We used to use stove and a bunch of other stuff. We don't use food critic anymore. So you'll notice all of these things, these tools have changed over the last 5 years. It's just simplified a lot. And one thing we have used, one thing that cookbook still uses at the moment, and I haven't got a good story for it at the moment. And when I do, I'll be doing a bunch of like mini series on it. Is I had to replace Burke's files with policy files. So there's a couple of common use cases. Let me just share this quickly. There's a good example. So we've got the source and the metadata and then the integration group. How do you like make sure all of that stuff is tied together? Use a policy file. There are ways, and I think there's a couple of nice ways with this. We can actually show how it all ties together. So that's quite nice. Policy files recently have had the metadata keyword added to them, so you can do the same thing here. And all it does is it's tell Burke, in this case, it tells Burks to go and look at the metadata of the cookbook. So here, go and pick out any dependencies. It has, or needs. Same thing with policy file. So it should be simple as that. But when I've got that sorted, when I've got a nice story there, I'll let you know. I'll also let me know because like there's a million and one things I need to go and do today, let alone like for the next few weeks. But I'm quite excited by this PackageCloud cookbook. So if you want to tune in, we will be doing another sort of coding session again tomorrow morning. Probably this again, or maybe the RVM cookbook. Probably if I can release this, then I'm quite tempted to just get this done. There's some interesting refactoring that I can go and do with this. People may be interested in that. I've had Chef 15.3, so I'm just I'm going to close this cookbook now before I do anything else. That's all right. So actually, I'm going to show you one thing before I do this. We're going to do that. We're going to copy the changelog, and we're going to go. Oh, no, not quite. Git add dot git commit migrate over to sous chefs. Pasting the changelog in. So for me, the changelog should be pretty close. In fact, in this case, it's actually not anywhere near as detailed as it really should be. But it should be pretty detailed. I've just pasted the changelog in there. So, bish bash bosh. Right. So, and then that's a few files. It's a pretty good file change. Good number of files changed. What I'm going to do is I'm not going to I'm probably not going to merge this PR in. I'm going to transfer the repo to sous chefs, and with the pull request open as it is. So we can do it over there, and then we've got more eyes on it, that kind of stuff. So there we go. Likewise, if you want to catch me on Twitter, I'm going to end out with saying, here's my Twitter handle. If you want to catch me on there, I can show you some more interesting tips and tricks with automating that kind of stuff. For now, I'm going to go find some food because I am starving. But take it easy. Have a nice day. Catch you later.